Mobile County Sheriff's Office announces operation in Up in Smoke targeting public marijuana use. This story was sent to me by our fearless leader, Jason Beck, not the Jason Beck known, currently and exposed by Project Veritas.
Definitely not that one. Definitely not that one.
The open use of marijuana has become, I'll tell you when it's over.
Oh, bro, we'll show you. We'll send you the video.
The open use of marijuana has become common in several public areas throughout Mobile County. We witnessed this during Mardi Gras and see it at grocery stores and all major shopping centers. The Mobile County Sheriff's Office has received numerous complaints from concerned citizens throughout Mobile County. If you choose to consume illegal drugs, including marijuana, it's not a drug, in public or in a vehicle, especially when occupied by children, you will be arrested. As of today, March 12, 2024, the Mobile County Sheriff's Office will immediately begin Operation Up in Smoke throughout Mobile County, including municipalities within Mobile County. If you choose to consume marijuana in the confines of your home, and we do not condone that you do, that is a risk you choose to take. This operation is about the public outcry of others who do not wish to participate or expose their families to illegal drugs. Marijuana is not legal anywhere in the state of Alabama and has not been legalized federally. This purposeful disregard for obeying the law will not be tolerated in Mobile County. Now, I just will say this indirect threat is if you choose to consume marijuana in the confines of your home, and we do not condone that you do, that is a risk you choose to take. So now what are we getting at here with Mobile County? So now they're saying, okay, you're in your car, it's not legal. Okay, fine, I understand. You guys want to do this, but now they're saying that they indirectly, I believe from this article, is saying that if you choose to smoke it in your homes, we don't condone that because we could possibly be coming there too. Tell me what you guys think. I think this is far overreach, and I think that we have more things to worry about in Mobile County, such as poverty, such as the infrastructure of the area, and I think that we're nitpicking here. And I honestly seen another story where the sheriff said he was actually thinking about it because of a question by his daughter. So you guys tell me what you think.
Man, sounds like he's getting ready for a crackdown going down in Mobile County out there. And that's in Louisiana, isn't it?
Alabama.
It's Louisiana? It's Alabama.
Alabama. Okay. All right. Alabama, man, bro. It's
slave states.
Have they really been having all kinds of sessions and whatnot? Because it seems like he's targeting like this in particular, like an in particular venue that's hosting these types of parties.
It doesn't really say that. It's just saying right now, it's just saying that it's just people who are out in public, people who are at stores, or people who are in front of the mall, and they're saying that they're smelling it. And I just think that this is because there's another story that I seen in regards to this, where it gave me an innuendo that if it wasn't for the sheriff's daughter, then he wouldn't even have thought about it. It says Mobile County Sheriff says daughter's question prompt marijuana crackdown initiative. Mobile, Alabama, an initiative announced Tuesday cracking down on marijuana use in public places. Places came after months of complaints, according to Mobile County Sheriff's Paul Birch. The sheriff said he had personal experience with the assault of marijuana odor, including during a recent family outing at an entertainment venue in Mobile. One of the questions I got from my daughter not too long ago was, she knows what the smell is now, he said. And she's like, well, you're the sheriff. Why don't you arrest him? And so that'll get you, that'll get your attention. That'll really, that really was the straw that broke the camel's back. And I just believe that that's BS.
She gaslighted her dad.
Yeah. The use of assault because you smelled weed. Mm-hmm. You see, that's at the heart of the problem here. Oh, I don't want to have to smell weed. It doesn't set well with me. So we're going to go out and enforce against people who smoke weed. That's the problem.
What about all the farms that you smell shit on? Exactly. And I don't want to smell shit. So do I go and just shut down the farms?
It's crazy.
Shut down the police department in Louisiana.
They refuse to call this an agricultural product. So it's like the game's being played. It's a change in culture. These old guys don't want to smell weed. Well, for those of us that smoke weed, it's like, that don't smell bad. For those that don't, oh, this is an assault. It's a harmful or offensive touching to my nose to have to smell this, and my culture's changing, and therefore I'm going to get my butt hurt, and I'm going to go out and, And I think you're right, Tony. The smell of weed has sent the cops doing a lot of things over the last decades. And if they're concerned you're going to smoke weed around your kid in a car, what's going to stop them from finding exigent circumstances? Oh, you're smoking weed in your house and the kid's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And not just that, not just that. This is just a disguise for, I smell weed, I need to check your car. This is just a disguise for, I smell weed on your person, I need to check your person.
Yep.
That's what this is. This is all. This is just setting up for them to have the ability to violate people's constitutional rights off of the fictitious notion of marijuana smell. A dead skunk smells like the marijuana too.
I have a question. I have a question for you guys. Do you think, because he has the ability to do this, whether he wants to make this statement publicly or not, do you think it's at least nice that he's at least letting the community know that he's getting ready to do this?
I can't hold back anymore. I gotta chime in.
Go ahead, Yarl.
The coffee is overflowing. Okay, so so there was this quote in the article from this lady, Virginia Guy, executive director of the Drug Education Council, and she says, when folks are smoking marijuana in public, it gives impressions to young people that it's normalized and that everybody's doing it, she told Fox. So we want to normalize it so that young people aren't doing it. We want to make this not something that feels like it's a rebellious act. And then we need to make sure that we have a single standard when it comes to smoke, whether it's from a cigar, whether it's from a cannagar, whether it's from a cigarette, whether it's from a joint. Look, I don't like the smell of tobacco smoke, but I recognize that my brethren and sister on the tobacco side of the aisle have the right to have a nice smoke after they go out to a restaurant and should be able to smoke a cigarette. And so, and there's a smell to that where if it's too close to me, I'm like, oh, come on, man, I'm not smoking your cigarette. And then there's a smell that I'm like, okay, this is public. I got to share this with the rest of my community. So I think there's a singular standard, and that singular standard telegraphs a destigmatization of cannabis when it is treated like any other smoke. And the other thing also is, in this article, it talked about giving people tickets. So if you smoke a cigarette in the wrong place, they're not taking you to jail, right? So if you smoke a joint in the wrong place, there should have a similar consequence. Is it a nuisance to other community members who don't want to smell it? Yes. And what should the consequence be? And if we have those consequences be congruent, then we've got destigmatization and we've got the plant being treated like other plants. And that's where I think we just
really need to not worry about the descheduling to a level 3 BS. We need to just make it legal, federal wise. The federal government is just to decriminalize marijuana all the way. Then we let the states decide on their own, and then we're able to actually force the legislative body to actually do something within the states to make sure that people's rights aren't being violated. This is just a precursor to people having the ability to stop random people at will and use the lie that they smell marijuana. And you know what's going to happen to the people in Alabama. They're not full of rich people. There are not a lot of people who have a ton of influence there. I can only imagine that there will be a lot of people who will be victimized.
Prohibition 3.0, because he says they're going to have a zero tolerance policy, and he says that then they're going to tow your car, which is that they're going to try to create additional impact on the person, and all of that, and the hundreds, almost 300 arrests they had last year just for simple marijuana possession or for consumption. All of that resources, if they put it into ticketing and fines and they collect that money better than New York collects its fines, it's just a simple cost benefit public policy lens. What is the cost of towing all those cars? What is the cost of the officers to call the tow company? What is the cost to the community to get their car out of impound because they smoked cannabis? Does that help the economy? Does that help them get to the job, the mid-level service job they have to be at on Monday morning in order to keep your hotel running? It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense, and it's not going to help. It's not going to help business. It's not going to be progress.
Yeah, bro, look, they don't care about helping business. They don't care about helping the everyday common person, because if they did, and I'm telling you now, there wouldn't be an issue with the smell of marijuana. And I know it's illegal, so they'll be like, oh, it's illegal or whatever, but you can smell a dead skunk on the road, and it smells like weed. Like, I'm just telling you, like, the odor is similar to other things that are out there. So it's just like they're going to use this as a reason to violate people's rights. Doesn't matter what color they are. If they're in Alabama, they're predominantly poor, and they're going to have their rights violated.
That's facts. That is.
Yep,
facts,
and the
right
poor
there.
and the poor are the ones that are going to suffer the most.
That's
Facts.
I totally
That's
agree with
America.
that.
100%.
All right, so I got this one.
Let's go, Jason.
All right, I got this one last one. We're way over time, but I think this is some pretty important information. Yeah.
You're the boss. Come on,
Yeah.
stop that. Just
Yes.
go, so what?
Yes.